Ashe Collective, and welcome to Nesia Star Tarot. I hope you guys are enjoying the scenery because I be switching it up all the time. If you notice, I'm like never in the same place twice. Like, that's not on purpose, but it just kind of happens that way. Anyway, and then it's like my box too for the soul to soul connection is all about traveling and like the wanderer, but not really being lost, just kind of being nomadic at the end of the day because you go with the season. So that's an interesting download and energy for somebody. Sorry about all the noise. I listen back to the videos and I'm like, oh, let me turn that down because the shaking is like kind of loud. But anyway, back to our soul to soul connections. Hi everybody, hope everything is well. Hope you guys are taking care of yourself right now. Really interesting last video. I hope you all catch it. It was basically about something to do with the Mercury being the center of the sun alignment. And like what I didn't mention in that video is the energy of like someone, it's almost like a traveler. And that's interesting that I'm showing you my box, right? But travel came up, but it's almost like a traveler, like planetary travelers, right? So Mercury is about to dance with the sun. So that's Leo energy, that's Gemini energy, and that is Virgo, I believe, is Mercury as well. Don't quote me on that. It may be though. So, it's interesting because I just got Neptune. So I wonder what Neptune is doing as well. But basically it's like the dance with the sun is the energy I'm getting here, or what was in that last reading. But I wonder because if you know, as we've discussed, the moon is kind of like a space station where it chose to rotate around us because like, if you do the science, it doesn't really make sense how our Earth isn't big enough to like have anything within our gravitational pull. So with that being said, it's like, why are we choosing to be monitored is the energy I get. So it's like the traveler. The distant traveler, but the planetary travelers, the solar travelers, we'll see. All right. So right off the bat, I got leave me. So somebody screaming at the top of their lungs, leave me, or screaming because you left them. You may have, somebody's feeling like they left paradise here. So leave me possibly in paradise. Or somebody wants to be left alone because they're in paradise right now. Like, that energy could go either way, right? So, I'm reading that as screaming at the top of your lungs, seven sisters is here as well. That's giving me like a women's retreat, or being able to just kick back with like your sisters, your girlfriends, and just have a good time. Uncles is here with labor-free income. Sorry if you guys can see that. Except it's not working is here as well. Time is currency. How are you spending it? All right. So toxic friends. That's interesting. Just as I say that, right? Tables are turning. Secrets. Leeches, bugs, flies, fleas. Put that with toxic friends. I'd rather argue with you than be by myself. New love. That's so funny. So let me just read this storyline out because I think that's so funny. Somebody's just accepted that certain relationships, like, and exactly, I found me is here. So somebody's just accepted that like certain relationships aren't working, and they started to like value their time. And because they did that, they realized that they were keeping a lot of unhealthy relationships around them. And it's like, as the table started turning, as you started to find this new love within self, like it almost became like a paradise for you. So it's like, you could just leave me here. And I feel like I get a lot of entrepreneurial vibes with that as well. Entrepreneurial vibes with the labor-free income. So almost like day trading, stocks, or working for self, but working from home as well, where you're still able to even work in paradise, right? This would be like the telecommuter energy. So someone's able to travel to different exotic places, and like it's like labor free because they get to do whatever they want. So action is needed to overcome some sort of fear that is being had here. And maybe fear of like actually addressing things within these toxic relationships, because it's like, we're not like, I would never suggest that you just walk away from friends, but there may be like secrets here, that like secrets about even investments. I did say a day trader. So it may be secrets here where it's like starting to come out that maybe people are using you for your assets or using you for what they value, like, and you're starting to see your own value and separating yourself from these situations. So it's like you can still have communication in these situations, and that's probably what's needed to maintain whatever friendship is going to be there. But the energy I see is, who needs a heart when a heart can be broken, right? Someone's having cravings, and I can't help but they didn't want me to show it to you. Ooh, interesting. So craving goes to, what if Mary was in the club before she met Joseph around hella thugs? Cover Nori and lamb's wool were surrounded by the wolves. And Duck Duck Goose and disappeared is behind that. So I almost feel like somebody's like, that's that lingering energy, or somebody watching like kind of from the sidelines, or watching you. I get like because it could be in a club situation, how somebody will like watch you from across the room before they offer to buy you a drink or whatever. And especially like that club, oh, here it goes, that club card, right? This may be somebody that works in a club, and you just have a lot of people that like have their eye out on you. You could be a bartender, you could be like someone that serves drinks or something in the some sort of entertainment industry even. So Duck Duck Goose is, be careful, is the energy I get, because I feel like somebody's waiting to pick you. But that's not even it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. I would just be like cautious if you're in the situation of a club setting and people are drinking, and like, you know, it's not coming from, I don't know, sober minds, especially like what's love got to do with it and all that. But maybe it's like putting yourself out there to date. Maybe somebody hasn't dated in a while, so they need to like put themselves out there again and like overcome the fear of dating, or, you know, meeting new people. But again, I'm seeing this investments and tables are turning. So I would check your investments as well. Stocks right now, it looks like certain things, I see green. So green with action over fear. So something about investments and stocks going up, tables are turning, things are turning green. But I can't help but also see something disappeared here. So maybe even check your money in your stocks, because something you want like it, make sure it reflects like what's going on currently, to like your investments are reflecting the trend, is what I'm getting. Okay, I'll leave that there. Thank you. Asha.